Hello, everyone. It's KeTohn from Boss Babe Blog, and I'm actually here to talk about my collaboration with KeTohn, where we sat down and had the first official KBN conversation. So, in our upcoming podcast, I got an opportunity to interview the CEO of Kisses by Monique, also known as Shay. And in the process of that interview, we decided to add a bonus section where we would start the first KBM conversation. And this KBM conversation was dedicated to sharing one insecurity that you have and how you have overcome that or how you are overcoming it. So today I'm just here to remind everyone about the confidence that comes from healing. When you start working on healing yourself and working through whatever issues that you have experienced or gone through in life, there's a different kind of glow that you have because there's a happiness knowing that you're getting to a better place. So I just wanted to share that with everyone because I'm very proud to say that the topic that I discussed in this podcast with Shay during our KBM conversation is a topic that for a long time I really couldn't talk about because I was too emotional. I couldn't express myself. Every time I try to talk about it with someone, I just want to break down. I couldn't even get my words out because the tears just come flowing. And so I'm at this point now where not only am I able to discuss, my experience on this topic, but I'm also able to share how I was able to overcome it and what I've been doing to continue the journey upward during this, process. Because the thing that I'm discussing is something that, yes, you can heal from it, but in a sense, even though you have healed from it, it is a truth that you have to accept and it will never change. So, healing doesn't change the circumstances. In some situations, healing changes the circumstances. But in this specific situation, it doesn't necessarily change the circumstances of what has happened, or not even just what has happened, but what will be. I already know what will be, and I have to be okay with that. And that's a part of healing and growth. So I just wanted to get on here and remind everyone to seek healing, do the research on what is the best fit for you. A lot of different people try to tell you, what you should do. But the reality is that we're all different. Our brains are wired differently. We all have different needs. We all have different requirements when it comes to our healing and our mental health. So I'm not a doctor, and I also don't have everything figured out when it comes to what a person should do for themselves. But what I can say is if you do anything, do your research on where you decide to go to. If you're going to look for a professional, you're going down a counseling route or a therapy route, make sure you've done the research on the therapist or the counselor that you're choosing to get with. If you're going down the natural route and you want to, work with someone who maybe is a little bit less formal because it feels more personal, make sure that they have experience and they know what they're doing. Make sure they have what it takes to be able to walk you through your journey of self-discovery and growth. Because if you go and you get a certification in counseling, professional counseling or therapy, one of the biggest lessons you learn is that a lot of times in therapy, we're not necessarily looking for someone to tell us where we're going to go, just someone to support us and listen to us as we figure out where we're going to go and what the best move is for us. And that's not everyone. That is some people. You internally already have an idea of where you want to be and what you need to do and how you need to approach it to get there, what needs to be done. But having that person that you can just speak those thoughts to out loud and have them ask you the right questions, not answer them for you, but ask you and challenge your thought process is sometimes what some people need. So for me personally, I went and got me a certification in professional counseling. And I actually didn't do this for myself. I did this for my clients because even though I provide self-investment and skincare, I had a lot of people coming to me and talking about personal things. And I didn't want to just be giving them some of these things I've experienced in my own life, but I still didn't want to just be giving them advice based off of what I feel. I wanted to have a more experienced approach on how to support them in that moment and find the right words to support them and help them with finding resources and encouraging them in a healthy light, and not necessarily enabling anything, but just supporting them through whatever it is they need in that moment. So that's one of the reasons why I chose to go down that route. But I hope that you all enjoy the podcast. It will be launching on January 19th, 6 p.m. I believe that is Friday. You can go to Boss Babe Blog and you can watch the live there. But I look forward to everyone coming and being a part of the conversation. And hopefully it creates an environment where people feel comfortable enough and, safe enough to come and be a part of our next KBM conversation, which will be surrounded around the unrealistic expectations that have been placed on women and their bodies, mainly their bodies, body positivity. So we're going to discuss this and give everyone an opportunity to share their own experience on the topic and, just really be able to listen to different perspectives and get some positivity going around these topics. So I'd love to have you all there. I'm definitely going to be there. And Shay, the CEO of KBM, is going to be the host, and she's going to be guiding us through this room. So thank you all so much for listening. Have an amazing rest of your day, and please enjoy the podcast coming up this Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Until then, I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.